Ya. Bueno, ya, no sé, unos 10 minutos o 15 minutos. Eso lo voy a grabar. Ya. Okay. But anyway, gracias por el aviso. Thank you for the, we were working with this. Okay. So I told you that in here, we were working today with verb plus preposition, but remember that previously we worked with adjective and preposition. Okay, adjective and preposition. And here I have good at, be afraid of, keen on, similar to, different from, interested in, surprised at or by, aware of, tired of, full of, and there is something wrong with. Okay, in all these cases, you have to use it that way. For example, I was never very good at mathematics. What are you good at, Gabriela? What are you good at concerning studies?
I'm sorry, what was the question? I was distracted, sorry.
Yeah. What were you good at? For example, in here it says, I was never very good at mathematics. Are you good at anything concerning?
I was really good at English and philosophy.
Again?
English and philosophy.
Again, to all the question, all the answer?
I was really good at English and philosophy.
Yeah, you were very good at English. And Dana, are you afraid of anything?
I'm afraid of spiders.
Spiders, yeah. Have you ever flown in your life? I mean, on a plane?
Me?
Yes, Dana?
Yes.
And are you afraid of flying or not?
Yeah, I hate planes.
All right, I'm afraid of flying. I've flown many times, but whenever I get on a plane, I am afraid of flying. Pretty good, pretty bad for me. Keen on, do you understand the expression? This expression, keen on?
Yes.
Aficionado, right? I'm not very keen on fish. Similar to, the same as, but the opposite is different from. Yeah. For example, you can say English is different from French in the grammatical structure. Yeah. For example, what are you interested in? I am interested in photography. I'm interested in music, etc. To be surprised at, to be aware of, etc. So in here, in this page, you have verb plus preposition and examples in here. Depend on, listen to, agree with, suffer from, married to, etc. And also you have adjective plus preposition. Okay. For homework, I'm going to send you a paper in which you will have to complete. I'm going to send you some translations using adjective and preposition, verb and preposition. And you will have to translate it for next Wednesday. All right? Okay?
Okay.
Today I'm going to send that. All right? Now, to finish the class, now we're going to go into the beginning of Unit 11. Okay? Unit 11. So we're going to go into 2 pages more. Yeah.
Profe, no lo está mostrando.
Ah.
No lo está mostrando si es que está mostrando algo.
Yeah, okay. You share. Mucho paso para mostrar. Yeah. There you go. We're going to start working about tourism. The first thing that we're going to do is have a little discussion about this. What places around the world would you like to visit? Why? And would you like to live in a tourist area? Why or why not? I think that there are some people who don't have a microphone, so we can make breakout rooms. So we're going to just discuss and talk about it with the two people who have a microphone. In this case, Danae and Gabriela. Okay, so in your case, Gabriela, what places around the world would you like to visit?
I would like to go to Italy
Italy? And why?
or Canada. I would like to go to Italy because I love Italian. Like I would really like to learn that language, and also I feel like the how do I say, like paisaje, like
The landscape.
the landscape is really pretty. So yeah, I would love to go there, and to Canada because I have family there. So I think that will be really fun.
All right. What about you, Danae?
I would like to visit Japan
And why Japan?
because it has everything I like. And
And what do you like?
a lot of colors and kawaii things, like
Yeah.
cute things, but also a lot of historical places, like from the dynasty. So it has the good combination of technology and old stuff. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Have you ever been to any of those places in your life? I mean, for example, in your case, Gabriela, have you ever gone to Italy or Canada?
No, not really. I wish, but no.
Yeah. Have you ever traveled abroad to another country?
Yes,
Where?
I went to the United States like 2 years ago.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. And what do you like about tourism? Do you like tourism or not?
Yeah, of course. Because I would love to travel to as many places as I can. So yeah.
Okay, Danae, what about you? Have you ever traveled abroad to another country?
Only Argentina, so not that much.
Okay. And did you like it?
Yeah, actually, it was cute.
Both of you, do you like, I mean, in your case, Danae, do you like being a tourist? Is it interesting to know other places?
I love it. And maybe I've never been abroad, but I travel along Chile a lot, so I love it.
Now, both of you, now, what's the problem with tourists? Because nowadays, sometimes I say that tourism is not very good for the cities, for the places. What do you think is the problem with tourism? Can you find any?
They want to see everything, and sometimes there is places that are, I don't know, that should be just there with no people, but tourists like to go everywhere. That's kind of annoying.
Yeah, okay. Any other thing which is negative for tourism? The people who don't have a microphone could write something if you want to. Or anything that you think it is not, or it is negative about tourism.
The lack of time that you have.
Yeah, why? The lack of time.
Because if you want to get to know a city, you sometimes don't have enough time to go everywhere you want, I think.
Yeah, when it is like, yeah, you're right in the sense that when the tourists tourism is guided, okay? So you have like a schedule. From that time, we're going to this place, and then we're going to another place. And sometimes it's good to have a free time to know more, right? Yeah, but that's another thing. Okay, well, I'm going to show you some of the things that are negative about tourism. The negative thing is that sometimes they destroy things, okay? Chileans, for example, if you go to another place and then you say, aquí estuvo, in some famous places, like historical places, they write in there, aquí estuvo José con la maruja. Nada que ver, right? So this is very, very disgusting, and sometimes it's negative, all right? So some other people do the same thing. I think that Chileans do it all the time, but because for example, when I travel to Disney World, for example, once I went into one of the games that you have to go, and you have some, like two Chileans wrote that, but there were lots of other people writing the same thing, okay, like destroying things. When you have it in a wall, which is not important, no problem. But sometimes they do it in like historical monuments, and they are destroying things, right? They step on the things, they don't respect the area, they throw garbage all the time. So it's something that it is negative. That is a negative aspect of tourism. Then we're going to see a little bit more. Now, try to think as a homework too, what things do you consider negative for tourism and what things are positive about tourism? Okay, try to think about it, and then next class, we're going to discuss it. And now to finish, before going into the reading, because we have a reading here, I'm going to show you, let's see, this. Can you see that or not? What are you observing? The book?
El libro.
Ah, yeah, okay. Share. Okay. Yeah. A sightseeing holiday in the city. We're going to start learning vocabulary related to tourism, all right? For example, in here, what is to sightsee? Do you understand the word sightsee?
No.
Yeah, to sightsee is when you go to another town or another place or another country and you start like looking around. That is to sightsee. And you sightsee when you look around the buildings, the monuments, and you take pictures of them. Okay? In Spanish, we don't have a word like specifically for this, but sometimes we say turistear. Yeah, that is sightsee because you go to one place or another and you take pictures of those. No hay una palabra para eso en español, pero sería algo así parecido como a turistear, como a sacar fotos de los lugares bonitos, etc. So a sightseeing holiday in the city is like a visiting holiday in the city, right? Visiting and observing and taking pictures, etc. Okay, and here you have some of the things that you can go to when you go to another city, famous places. You can go to a palace, number one, a market, yeah, or a fair, number two, a temple, number three, a statue, number four, a castle, number five, and a cathedral, number six. Those are like important places that you usually visit when you go to another town or another city. Some people prefer to go to a mall, and go shopping there. But I think that it's not very good to go to a mall because a mall, you find it everywhere. But so you have to visit the important places in the area. For example, if you are from Valparaiso, what are the places that you would go if you were a tourist? What places are important to visit in Valparaiso?
I'm not sure if you say it this way, but open air museum.
Yeah, okay, the open air museum, right, which is in one of the hills of Valparaiso. Yes, that's important. Yeah, you can visit the open air museum, you can visit the Arturo Prat monuments, you can go to the view places like 21 de Mayo, or you can visit the elevators. Okay, so, or the hills, you can go through the hills. Right now, tourist activities. Yeah, sorry. Let's read this. It says here, many people go on a sightseeing tour of a town, usually in a bus. They can also go on a tour of a castle, cathedral, etc. When you are sightseeing, it helps to buy a guidebook, which is a book of information for tourists, and a map of the town you're visiting. I think guidebooks are not important anymore because you just have the cell phone and you know all the important places in the city. A map either, because now you have, what do you have to get to the places? What things do you have?
Ways.
Ways, for example. Yes, you have ways. Okay, so you just put ways and you get there. This is an old thing, because in the past you had to have a map in order to get there. Right. Okay, so those are now tourist activities. Go sightseeing. Yeah, you go sightseeing. Do a bit of or a lot of sightseeing. Have a look around, meaning visit somewhere casual. Take pictures or take photos. Spend money. Get lost. Do you understand get lost? Get lost meaning lose one's way. Usually when you go to another town, sometimes if you don't have a map, you get lost. Have a great, or have a nice, or have a terrible time. Yeah. If you get lost, you're going to have a terrible time. If you are just sightseeing and visiting, or you go to a restaurant, you can have a great or a nice time. Okay. Go out, meaning leave home, your hotel, to go to another place. A social event, example, restaurant or disco. Here you have some examples. We went sightseeing almost every day. I didn't do a lot of sightseeing in Varso. We had a quick look around the shops. I wanted to have a look around art galleries. I took hundreds of pictures on holidays. I spent lots of money, too much. Yet we got lost almost every day in London. We had a lovely time in Venice. On holiday, we went out every night. Yeah. And then describing places. Let's see, Danae, read this, please. Describing places.
The word place can describe a building, an area, a town, or country. Yeah.
Bridges.
Bridges. Bridges is a lovely place. It equals town. And we found a really nice place equals hotel to stay.
Okay, so different things. See? If you are talking about a city, you say Bruges is a lovely place or a lovely town. But you're talking about place to stay, then it's a hotel. Okay. Continue reading, Danae.
The town is full of interesting places, areas, buildings.
Okay. Gabriela, are you there, Gabriela?
Yeah.
Okay. Read this. 3 lines.
Okay. Venice is beautiful, but it's always packed. Very crowded with tourists.
Pronunciation things.
Oh, sorry, packed.
Yeah, you say Venice, not Venice, Venice. Venice is beautiful, but it's always packed. Meaning what?
Very crowded with tourists.
That's right. Packed meaning very crowded, full of tourists. Okay, continue.
New York is very cosmopolitan, full of people from different countries and cultures. St. Petersburg has a lot of historic monuments, important places built a long time ago.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Now, the rest says, for example, many beautiful cities are now very touristy. Touristy is a negative word, meaning too much tourism. Okay, touristy, too much tourism. Sao Paulo is a really lively place, meaning full of life and activity. And the nightlife is fantastic. Valparaiso before the pandemic had a very good or an excellent nightlife. There were lots of pubs, lots of discos, lots of places to go. Okay. To ask if it is a good idea to visit a place, use be words plus ing or noun. For example, if I go to Scotland, is it worth spending a few days in Edinburgh? Yes, definitely. And Glasgow is worth a visit as well. Yeah, this expression, be worth, could be followed by a noun, like it's worth a visit, vale la pena una visita, or it's worth spending time in there. It's worth visiting some areas in there. For example, if you go to Valparaiso, it is worth visiting the hills. Yeah, or it is worth taking a ride on the funiculars, right? So that expression is worth doing something, meaning vale la pena. Okay. So we're almost done. I'm going to upload this together with exercises. This next page is exercises that you can do at home. All right. Maybe you can print this. You can print it if you have a printer at home, and then do the exercises, writing in there. Wednesday, I'm going to send you some, for Wednesday, I'm going to send you some more information. Another thing as homework that you can do is in here, we have the reading. Try to read, you this. Are you observing the book? No, I don't think so. You share. Yeah, here we have the jungle town lost to tourists. Okay, in here you have the questions, and in here you have the vocabulary. This. So Wednesday, I want you to read this and answer the questions. I'm going to ask you for this, and then we're going to have only this part. Okay, so I'm going to upload the little bit of the video that I recorded today, but I'm going to upload all the materials that we used in class. Right? Right? And I want to see. I don't know where it is, the calendario. Ah, this is it, the one. Wait. Medio lento. There we go. Yeah, this is the calendar with the activities that we have left, okay? So this week, we have the writing. That's going to be on Thursday.
Yes.
Right? Then we have a week of retroalimentación, and then we have the unit 12, reading and listening, okay? And then it comes to speaking. So I have to do a lot of things on Wednesday so as to finish the following week, the reading and the listening. So in the week of November the 23rd, we're going to have the final test. No. We have in December the 10th, we have the use of English test. December the 10th, so we still have time. But in here we have self-assessment, November the 23rd, December. And in here, in this week, we have the speaking test. Yeah, and I have to finish in order to include unit 11 and 10 and 12. Are you working unit 12 already with Mr. Posner?
No.
Not yet, but I'm still working with unit 11, right?
Yes.
Yes, but are you ready? Almost ready with 11? Because I think he's a little bit ahead of me. Ahead than me. What page is he working with?
99.
99. Let's see. He passed this what I am showing at this moment. No, I have to show it again. Share. He is ahead of this, right? This is page 96.
Yes.
So he's working with, wait,
98.
he's working with this, or he
Yes.
passed this. He's working with this. So we are kind of together. Okay. I have to finish the reading and then I will have to work with this. The grammar focus, which is the future. Yeah. And I have to do it probably next class. And then
Okay.
this is for Mr. Posner. And then I have to start with unit 12. That would be on Monday. Next week we are going to stop. So Monday, I'm going to start with this. So that would be, I don't know what Monday. Okay. But anyway, I have to do this. And then you have the first conditional. This is Mr. Posner. And this would be me. I think that would be the last thing that I have to do. This is Mr. Posner. And that will make it. Okay. So I have to cover the last part. But anyway, you don't have to forget that in here, you have the adjective plus preposition, you have verb plus preposition, you have the passive voice, which is very complicated. And then you're going to have the first conditional, zero and first conditional, which is, it's not difficult, it's simple, this part. Zero and first conditional, I think it's easy. It's not difficult. I think you know it already, okay? You use it, but probably you don't know the structure, but you know how to do it. So I think that in Unit 12, it's not so difficult. But Unit 11, all the things related to the passive voice and the things that we saw before, it's a little bit more complicated. Okay. Any questions so far to finish the class?
Nope.
¿Alguna duda, chicas? Hoy ya tuvimos puras chicas en clases. ¿No hay dudas?
No.
¿Tienen claro cómo va a ser el video que tienen que hacer? Porque eso tienen que empezar a trabajarlo también.
No.
No.
No. Ya, te lo vamos a mandar esta semana. Pero recuerden que tienen que hacer un video.
Ya.
Ya.
Como describiéndonos más o menos. O hablando de un tópico en especial.
No, tienen que crear algo. Va a ser tienen que hacer, lo tengo acá, espérese para más o menos más o menos, déjeme buscarlo con las características. Este mismo se lo vamos a subir al ¿cuánto se llama? Al Google Classroom, con la explicación de lo que tienen que hacer. ¿Ya?
Okay.
Wait. I have to look for it, because me lo mandaron ya, y eso lo discutimos a principio de semestre. Pero yo les dije algo, ¿no? Sí les dije. Tenían que hacer un video. Sí.
No me recuerdo.
¿Ah?
Parece que no. Parece que no.
Sí.
Solamente vimos el calendario, pero no sabíamos de qué trataba el video en sí.
Es como el proyecto que tienen que hacer. Pues la otra vez hicieron ¿qué? ¿Se recuerdan que hicieron con mis padres? Hicieron algo también. Fue un video también, ¿o no?
Sí,
Sí, pero
¿cuál
era
es el
como
tema de
de-
las unidades que vimos?
Sí.
Ok, aquí está más o menos. Tienen que juntarse y preparar un programa. Puede ser 3 alternativas. Uno, un comercial de televisión, una noticia de televisión o un programa de televisión. ¿Ya? Por ejemplo, si deciden hacer un comercial, ustedes tienen que crear el comercial de un producto X, que tiene que ser a lo mejor bien como loco así, ¿ya? Ustedes creen algo, ahí tienen que tener creatividad. Y ahí en ese comercial hacen lo mismo que se hace en un comercial de televisión, donde ustedes promueven un producto que tenga ciertas características y lo describen. ¿Ok? Esa es una. Otra puede ser una noticia, donde ustedes se dress yourself, ¿cierto? Con clothes, como lectores de noticias, y ustedes relatan una noticia que ojalá sea positiva, ¿ya? Puede ser en pares aquí, entonces ustedes tienen que tener la noticia, pueden mostrarla, etcétera, y hablar sobre esa noticia. Por ejemplo, se encontró la cura para el cáncer, por ejemplo. Estoy pensando, pero ahí ustedes tienen que ser digamos, los que tengan bien claro eso, o sea, sean creativos. Y el tercero, un show donde pueden haber más participantes, ¿ya? Todos tienen que tener la misma participación. Y ahí, por ejemplo, qué sé yo, pueden haber, igual como los matinales, que haya una entrevista, que haya qué sé yo, ¿cómo se llama? Receta de cocina, un pedacito de noticia, etcétera. Un comercial, no sé. Puede ser de de esos tres estilos, ¿ya? Ustedes tienen que eh, trabajarlo. Tienen todo el resto hasta el 23 de noviembre para trabajarlo, ¿ya? Y esto va a ser 3 minutos, que tengan más o menos entre 3 a 4 minutos cada uno para hablar. Lo pueden hacer en grupo, lo pueden hacer solo, individualmente. ¿Preguntas?
Profe, de lo que hemos pasado, ¿qué tenemos que poner en el video como passive voice, relative clause o no
No,
necesariamente?
ahora aquí tienen que utilizar todo lo que saben, porque usted no habla solamente en voz pasiva, usted habla en todos los tiempos gramaticales. Por lo tanto, tiene que hacer un script de lo que va a decir y puede usarlo. Ahí me pueden preguntar a mí o al profesor Posner sobre, digamos, lo que ustedes van a hacer, ¿ya? Etcétera. Yo creo que mañana le vamos a tener ya esto definido, se lo vamos a mandar, pero más o menos en líneas generales es lo que yo le dije. O sea, ustedes ya no tienen que pensar en lo del libro. Por ejemplo, pueden tomar temas. ¿Qué tema hay? Por ejemplo, ahora turismo. ¿Ya? Hacer una noticia sobre turismo, por ejemplo. O, no sé, habíamos hablado de noticias, ¿no es cierto? O de un comercial, que también podría ser, de alguna línea aérea, que vaya a un lugar un lugar remoto, que no es muy conocido, etcétera. También, por eso te digo, aquí van a tener que usar la creatividad, ¿ya? Y hacer un script, ¿vale? Es decir, un guión con lo que ustedes van a decir y mostrarlo. Ahora, tienen que preparar el video, ¿ya? Que va a durar, dependiendo, si es un show donde van a haber más de tres o participantes, entonces ahí tienen que darse un tiempo igual cada uno, ¿vale? Es decir, tú vas a hablar 3 minutos, yo 3 minutos, 3 minutos. Si dura 9 minutos la presentación, 3 minutos cada uno, no que uno hable 5 y los otros 2, por ejemplo. ¿Se fijan? Tiene que tener igualdad de condiciones. Por
Y
ejemplo,
si
si
un
van a hacer un
comercial,
show,
¿cuánto debe durar?
uno va a hacer una receta, por ejemplo, ya, qué sé yo, el que hace la receta, ya, hace, otro va a hacer un concurso, no sé, pero la cosa es que hagan el tiempo más o menos similar. Dígame,
Profe, y si un comercial, ¿cuánto debería durar, más o menos?
el
O
mismo tiempo, el mismo tiempo, ¿ya?
de
Tienen
2 a 3 minutos más.
4 o 5 minutos, no más que eso.
Ya. Entonces máximo serían como 5 minutos. Dejarlo anotado.
Claro, 5. Es que ahí es relativo. Por ejemplo,
Depende de lo que uno vaya a hacer
claro,
también.
pero normalmente la duración tiene que ser, yo creo que unos 5 minutos, harto tiempo. 5 minutos, si te pasa 1 minuto, 6, no sé, no es tanto, ya. Pero que no sea 15 minutos, por ejemplo, o 12 minutos y no tiene que ser, tiene que ser entre los minutos que están ahí, unos 4 a 7 minutos. ¿Ya?
Ya.
Nosotros no vamos a descalificar, por ejemplo, o bajar la nota porque ustedes se pasaron 1 minuto o 2 minutos. No, no. Pero sí
Ok.
que no se exceda demasiado, o que sea demasiado corto, como que estén 2 minutos y digan hola y se acabó la cuestión. Tiene que ser, digamos, bastante equilibrado. Entonces, las posibilidades son un comercial de televisión creativo, un noticiero donde den una noticia o 2 noticias creativas. Ahí lo pueden hacer, por ejemplo, pueden hacer el estudio, eso es fácil, no es difícil. Y hay 1 o 2 personas, puede ser un hombre y una mujer, como normalmente se hace en los noticieros, y dan cada uno una noticia que dure un cierto. Y la tercera posibilidad es ya un show de televisión donde incluyan más cosas pequeñitas donde todos participan en algo. ¿Ok? Eso es. Entonces, ahora yo creo que mañana le vamos a enviar el script con las cosas, lo que tienen que hacer. A lo otro que tienen que hacer, sí, y traten de hacerlo porque cuando se graba, siempre hay ruido, de repente uno
Sí.
está grabando y se entorpece lo que uno está escuchando. Entonces, hágalo con subtítulos.
¿Con subtítulos por si acaso?
Claro, porque cuando hay, por ejemplo, de repente estás grabando y pum, pasa una micro. Y esa micro, si estás haciéndolo en tu casa, antes lo hacíamos en la universidad, hacían exteriores, por ejemplo, pueden hacer exteriores, grabar afuera y siempre hay ruido. Entonces, y eso tapa lo que están hablando. Entonces, si no está bien grabado, por ejemplo, si no hay un buen micrófono o algo así, se pierde, pero si ustedes tienen subtítulos, eso nosotros lo podemos evaluar, ¿ya?
Ok.
Eso es más o menos lo que entra este es el trabajo que van a tener, self-assessment. ¿Ok?
Ok.
Se ve aquí la creatividad de usted y el uso del idioma. Tienen que tratar de corregir lo que están escribiendo para que lo que digan, la pronunciación, por ejemplo, nos pueden preguntar si tienen alguna palabra que sea difícil. Yo igual voy a seguir atendiendo los días viernes, aunque no viene nadie. Y el día viernes voy a estar ahí por si acaso ustedes quieren preguntarme. ¿Ya? Por ejemplo, profe, ¿cómo se pronuncia esta palabra? O ¿dónde va el acento? O qué sé yo, o me leen lo que están haciendo y yo les digo, no, aquí no, esto tiene que mejorarlo, etcétera. O sea, vamos a tener tiempo para eso también. ¿Ok?
Ok.
Yeah. So that would be all for today. You next Wednesday. Okay?
Ok.
Yeah. See you then. Bye-bye.
Hi,
See
teacher.
you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, teacher.
Isidora, me preguntas ahí si la propaganda tienen que salir ustedes. Claro, si ustedes están haciendo me dice usted, si hacemos la propaganda de un producto, ¿tenemos que salir nosotros? Por supuesto que sí. No se trata de que ustedes pongan, porque podría hablar cualquier persona acá, espectacular, y yo quiero ver que ustedes, o queremos ver que ustedes produzcan. Aquí van a tener que tener, como les digo, imaginación, A lo mejor si es necesario vestirse de alguna manera y representar, por ejemplo, a una persona que está haciendo reclame, tienen que hacerlo. Es igual que un reclame, no es solamente presentar el producto y punto. Tienen que, ojalá, salir ustedes presentando el producto. ¿Ok? That's it. Bye bye.